Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at updating the Bootstrap carousel, the more aptly named BS carousel. So the Bootstrap carousel, we'll take a look at updating that, and there's another one lower down on the page. We're going to take a look at updating the same type of carousel right here, as well as the carousel down here. They're all based off the same code, the same structure, so the updating is pretty much the same. It's just a matter of how to add more, how to remove them, and maybe some of the more intricate parts, such as the font awesome or the image. So we're just going to create one video and target all three of these different types of carousels because it's all based off the Bootstrap carousel that's included with the Bootstrap framework, and we've just modified it, tweaked it a little bit to have it appear to display a little bit differently on the page. So let's jump into Expression Web, shall we? Now, when we go into our library folder, we have the components and then the carousels. Now, right up the top here, we have the quotes, the testimonials, and the welcome. So the welcome is at the top of the page, right here, and then we scroll down a little bit, and we'll encounter the next one here. On this one here, where we have sort of the information here, we call that a quote, and then lower down here we have a testimonial right down here where somebody's saying something. So let's just jump back to Expression Web. We'll open up the welcome like so, and some of the common things. Now when you open up the page, very common thing you'll see is the title, and then there's a secondary line, a description line, and a learn more. And from this point on, it's pretty straightforward in how to update because it's just text. You scrub over it, you type in your new information, and there you go. Now if we go to the code view and you want to add or remove quotes or slides or bits of information, this is where it all happens because everything is wrapped in what we have, or what we call a slide comment. So if you want to add more, you would just simply copy an existing one and paste it, and then you go back to your page here, and then you'd find where that's been copied and pasted, and then you would modify the text. So here's the copied and pasted right here, the copy of. Okay. All right, so really that covers the welcome, except for up here we have some little buttons. And if you want to add another slide or take one away, you'll also need to add a back and next button. And here's where you do it. It's right here. You would actually have to do this in code, and you basically select the entire target of BS welcome, the last one. You would hit enter on the keyboard to give yourself some space, paste it in, and then you'd add another number, keeping it sequential. So 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And of course, if you went down a slide, if you only had 3 slides, you just remove. So we have a total of 0, 1, and 2. So that sort of covers the BS welcome. Then we can go into the testimonials, right, and flip it over to design view. And the only thing that's really different here is you only have one main line, and then there's this sort of quote text, or the person who wrote the testimonial right there. Other than that, they're exactly the same, just a little bit less information. And to really finish it off, then we have the quotes right here, where we have the title, we have a secondary tagline, and then a description, and then there's the sort of image caption right down here, and the image itself. And just like every other image that we work with in our Expression Web, we just double click and we use the browse button to go and browse to wherever we happen to have these images located. And in this particular template or site, we're going to go to the, let's just take a look at the path we have here. It's images and quotes. So in a nutshell, we open up the images folder, and there's the quotes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these images are 150 by 150. So to replace the images, you can just rename it, put it in here, and then use the browse button to link to it like any other image, or you can just rename it exactly the same, drop it in here and replace it. And that's really all there is to it, right?